Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashpika, the channel where we talk a lot about making money online as a creative person, as an artist. Well, today video, it's really an amazing and interesting video as I'm gonna be talking about my recent KDP account termination story. Yes, it's a story because a lot of the things happen and what really happened, why it's got terminated, and what I'm thinking now, and what are my next action steps. I'm gonna be talking everything. So let's dive in. Before go back, consider clicking like button, guys. I do really appreciate that. If you want more such video future, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Also, we have a lot of free cool resources to help you make more money. The links are in description box below. With this particular video, I'm launching a new membership. That's the Canva template memberships, specifically focusing on the KDP interiors. So every single month, you're gonna get the Canva templates for the KDP interiors. You can very well click on the link of these Canva templates and you can edit them, and then you can actually download the KDP interiors for making your low and no content book. And all these templates are made by me because I love creating these templates. So I'm gonna be creating Canva templates for you, and we're going to provide you with the link, and you can edit them specifically for your own purpose, and you can download it and you can sell as a low and no content book on the KDP on the Amazon, or you can just take a print out of it and use it for your own schedule. It entirely depends on you. The link is in the description box below. You can very well grab this membership. Let's talk about my KDP story. Recently, a lot of the things happened in my KDP department of the making money, because as of you guys know that I already have a multiple different income streams. So recently this one income stream was hacked. I'm laughing because the things happened was kind of like a pretty weird journey, and then we're gonna go into the KDP termination. Okay, I started back with the Amazon Kindle direct publishing back in the 2020. I started with publishing few of the high content books, specifically in the art department, because I was starting with the art and I was a beginner watercolor artist, graphite and charcoal. I was like kind of like working the different media. Few of the high content book back in the 2020, and then I think around in the May or June or July, I don't really remember the exact month, when I came across a low and no content book department, and I saw a bunch of the YouTube videos and people talking about them. So I thought that let's give it a shot. So I started making these low and no content book all by myself and started publishing on the Amazon. And then 2020 passed, 2021 passed, the month was passing. I was making money every single month from my Amazon Kindle direct publishing. Of course, it's not a major income stream for me because I don't make most of my income from my Amazon. Like, I'm not dependent on that particular income stream because I have a multiple income stream, and Amazon just comprised to very smaller percentage of my income streams that I make in the online space. So it was not that big deal for me. I was making money every single month. So what happened, I started with my magazine. I also publishing my magazines on the Amazon as well via the Kindle direct publishing, like the Kindle version, because my magazine is kind of like a digital version. So it's the Kindle version was there. So what happened? The last month itself, the October of 2022, I received an email from the Amazon, and they were stating that one of my high content book was getting bad reviews, and they actually decided to terminate or like partially block my account because of that high content book. And I was like, what is that? Which is that high content book? Because I didn't remember. I published it back in the 2020. So I just go back to that book. It was an art techniques, like the beginner art techniques for the creative people who are starting with the art. Everything was a beginner's point of view, that high content book. And the Amazon gave me the reason, which was really, really weird, because I didn't thought that reason may appear. They said that I violate their terms and conditions. And I didn't get what exactly the terms and conditions. So I actually replied to their email and asked them the answer why they partially blocked my account because of this one high content book. So they said that your high content book contains the content which is actually available freely in the online space. And I was like, what? I mean, if you know, guys, everything that you are buying in the books or in the courses or in these paid products, everything is available online in the free, right? Whether it's a watercolor techniques, a drawing technique, you watch a bunch of the YouTube videos and you can get started with the watercolor art or graphite art, okay? You don't need those books or courses, and it's just that the people are actually concising them and adding their own touch and then making them in a form of a book or membership or courses. That's the reason the Amazon gave me to actually partially block my account, because of that art book that was focusing on the art techniques for beginners. And I was like completely waved off, and I actually emailed the back to the Amazon and said that the content is already available in the online space, every other content is available, and actually I've added my own touch to these techniques, my own experience to these techniques. So how come you can actually claim that it's available, because I've added my own techniques and tips and that. Then they gave me a reply that they're gonna take at least four or 5 business days to actually work on this particular case. And they did work on this particular case, and they actually told me, okay, we are giving you your KDP account back, but please make sure you actually delete this book or you make changes to the book manuscript. Okay, so once they actually gave me my account, I log in back to my Kindle account immediately, because I want to resolve this issue as fast as I can. I did that book, and I actually make a lot of the changes to my other book that are available on the KDP. And that makes sense, right guys? Because once you get such kind of a notification, you truly want to resolve the case or resolve the issue so that you get all the things right. So I log into my KDP account and I make most of the changes and deleted few of the books which I feel like I don't want them to keep selling on the Amazon, or the information is outdated. So I deleted them, and few of them I actually updated the manuscript. And within 24 hours, I received the next email from the Amazon. I was like, since due to the violation of terms and conditions of the Amazon, your Kindle Direct Publishing account is terminated forever. And I was like, what? I didn't done anything wrong. I was just actually making the changes in the books that I already published on the Amazon. I didn't violate any their law. So I sent them an email back and actually go back and forth for almost from 2 or 3 weeks. I go back and forth with the Amazon, try to see what are the terms and conditions that I violated. Then they said they're gonna work on my issue, on my case again, and they took at least 4 or 5 days, business days, and they come back and send me a reply email again. Like, I have violated their terms and conditions, okay, which they are not describing me, because they don't want to describe it. They don't want to explain to me which or what condition I actually violate, but they can't give me my account back. I mean, if I actually violated any terms and conditions, let me know what exactly it is, okay? Let me know so that I can actually resolve it if I can, or if I can do some changes to it. But they didn't even give me any proper reason or answers why it was terminated or why it's actually violated, even though I sent them a bunch of the emails after that final termination account email. I didn't get any email back from them, and I was like pretty pathetic about it, because this was a weird situation. I thought that Amazon is a big company, and Amazon, it is the biggest marketplace, but then I find that they are great for the customer. If you are coming on Amazon to purchase anything, then it's great for you. But if you are a seller on Amazon, then you're gonna have a lot of the terms and conditions that will going to hit on your face, and you never know that you violate those terms and conditions even though you didn't done anything wrong. Okay, so I didn't done anything wrong with the copyright and trademark. I didn't actually violated any of the copyright or trademark issues. My all books were actually genuinely made by me, and they didn't have any copyright or trademark. Plus, the issue did arises because of my low and no content book. No issue was arises because of low and no content book. Thirdly, the case was due to that high content book, and when I was making changes to my Kindle Direct Publishing account and deleting some of the books and updating that book itself, which was creating issue in the first place, they terminated my account, stating that I violated their law. So this is very weird situation, because they have a lot of the sellers on the marketplace. They don't need any more sellers, so they are actually having a very strict policy for the sellers, that they didn't even listen to them, don't even give them a proper reason why it's actually happened in the first place. That's very weird. Okay, this thing has happened to me from almost a month, and in October all those things were happening. I was going back and forth with them, trying to resolve the case and all that stuff. And I'm going to tell you all these scenario. Internally my heart was like at the peace. Internally my heart was like, okay, it's not my major income, so if it's going away, fine. I don't need to manage one more stuff into my online business. I don't have to manage that. I don't have to actually take into account the text stuff of the Amazon, because I'm not selling on the Amazon anymore. And if it get lost, I'm happy, because one lesser thing that I have to manage in my business. So that was the story of the Amazon Kindle. Now I'm gonna tell you what my thoughts are, or how I'm gonna work towards that, and maybe I'm gonna share some tips with you guys. If you're selling Amazon or anything like that, probably it will going to help you. So what are my thoughts? Now my personal thoughts is always like have a multiple income stream, and that thing is proving with me on my own journey and with the other people that I've been talking, and it's been proving again and again. It happened with me firstly in the Redbubble. My account got blocked for no reason. I didn't get any email back, no help, nothing. And my shop is still active because I actually connected to the Google Analytics, and Google Analytics is actually sending me every single month the notification of that particular shop, which is actually live on the Redbubble, but is blocked for me. I can't access it. I don't see how much money I'm making in that, but Redbubble is making money from my designs, and it's actually, that's a bad thing, okay? But I can't do anything about it. So firstly, that happened with the Redbubble. Secondly, this happened with the Kindle Direct Publishing, the Amazon Kindle, and don't know what will going to happen in the future. So my thoughts are in multiple income stream as much as you can. Like people do say, do I have to work so much to make these multiple income stream? Then I could say yes. You have to, because you can't rely on these online marketplaces for years, because they change their terms and conditions every single year within 6 months. Blue, and they tell you you are not there in their terms and conditions, so leave the department or leave the platform, or otherwise we're gonna block you, and they terminate your account for no reason. No matter how many emails you send them, you won't get any reply from them. So my thoughts are that I'm gonna focus on my other income stream, and I'm gonna keep building multiple income streams as much as I can. And ultimate purpose of my own online business is to have my own brand, which is actually being built. Okay, you could see my YouTube channel has been grown. Of course, it's taking a little bit more time, but I see that it's growing every single month. The new people are coming to the platform, and new products I'm launching, so it's a pretty great I'm seeing for my own brand. Plus, I see that my website is also getting more views. That's a global arte, and I'm also thinking of actually making my own artist website, because the website that all I'm having, it's not focusing on my own artist work, because I don't have that kind of portfolio for artists. Of course, I do have a portfolio of my work on the different platform, like on the Creative Fabrica, Zazzle, Instagram, all these DeviantArt and all these other platforms, but I don't have a website. So what I'm thinking, maybe in upcoming few months, I'm gonna have my own website where I'm actually making it as an artist portfolio, my own creative portfolio, what I'm really creating. That's what I'm thinking, where all the YouTube channels will going to be there, all the content will be there, which I'm actually creating in my personal life, and also we're going to be selling them. So I'm gonna be working on my own website. So that is the first thing I'm actually thinking after this Amazon shadow ban. My magazine, because the no content low content book, I don't really worry about that. Okay, I'm selling the KDP interior instead of actually selling those low and no content book on the Creative Fabrica. Plus I'm also starting with the membership, so I'm thinking of actually using third-party platform like the Lulu or the Street Library or different book publishers out there who will actually going to help me publish my Kindle version of my magazines on the Amazon via these third party. And I think that the Lulu work pretty fine. Of course, they are taking money for every single book selling. Initially, they wasn't taking any money, but I think from the last year itself, they are taking like $5 or $6 for every book that you're publishing on the platform. And they're actually distributing your book to the different libraries, different marketplaces. So that's a great way. And I think that it's a fair deal. I could pay them if $5 or $6 for every book that I'm actually going to publish via the department to the Amazon. So I'm gonna use a third party platform to actually publish my book on the Amazon. That's what I'm thinking. Plus, I'm thinking that my audiobooks are getting more traction, and I think that audiobook is the huge stuff that will going to go big and big as the time is passing, because there is a big competition in the Kindle version, in the paperback version, and audiobook are still not that bigger competitions there. I'm getting more sales for my audiobook. than I was getting for my Amazon Kindle. So I'm gonna focus more on that. So this is the thing that I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna share some tips with you guys. Hopefully, if you're selling on the Amazon, what measures you need to take so that you are not out of your business if something happened to your Amazon account. So first and foremost tip that I have for you guys, please don't rely completely on these online marketplaces. Yes, I talk about these online marketplaces a lot. Amazon, Zazzle, Redbubble, Teepublic, Society6, Threadless, Creative Fabrica, a lot of the different online marketplaces I talk a lot, but please don't rely completely on these online marketplaces. Use these online marketplaces as a leverage to build your own personal brand. Whether it's a business brand, whether it's your own art brand, craft brand, whatever it is, build your own brand on site while selling on these marketplaces. That will really going to help you in the long run, because I saw that many of these marketplaces just actually delete the accounts of the people who are selling for years on their platform, and then these people who have been selling on this platform for years have actually built their personal brand, and they have their website, a YouTube channel, email list, a Pinterest account, Instagram account, and all that social media, and they are selling via their website instead of selling on their marketplaces. I've seen time on time with the Etsy, many people were selling back on the Etsy very well, but now the people are complaining because of the changing terms and conditions of the Etsy. They are no longer actually taking care of the sellers as they used to be in the past. Like, it seems to me like when an online marketplace just suddenly arise on the online space, when it's a new, it really welcome all the people who are selling on the platform. They really welcome every single of them, they consider them, they reply to their emails and all that. But once they started growing, once they started actually gaining traction and many people are selling on them and they started making money, then they actually change their terms and conditions a lot many times, and then they are not that much friendly with the sellers which they were used to be. So please don't rely solely on that. I highly focus you to focus on building your own personal brand along with silent selling on these marketplaces. And of course, in the future upcoming videos, I'm going to focus more on the personal branding, whether you are making a personal branding with your Zazzle account, with your Creative Fabric account, KDP account, whatever it is, but I'm going to focus more on that. So it will going to help you build your own personal brand, because I see that in the past 2 years, I was selling on these marketplaces as well. Plus, I was building my personal brand. And now I see I kind of like coming to a conclusion, coming to a place where I'm getting the sales from my own personal brand, where I'm not just rely solely on these marketplaces for the sales, for making money. Like, I'm building my personal brand and I'm getting the sale. Like, this YouTube channel is a great proof for that. Of course, it took me a long time to reach to 2,000 subscribers and all that, but still I can say it's worth my time and effort. I'm building my email list as well, and I'm actually focusing more on the personal brand. So that is the first thing. The second tip I have for you, if you can, please always read their terms and conditions, which they are keep on changing with time, maybe 6 months, maybe in 2 months, maybe in a year, I don't know, but they're gonna change. And please make sure you are actually reading them and you are actually focusing on being in alignment with the terms and conditions if you want to continue selling on their platform, because they changed their terms and conditions a lot. Previously, Amazon wasn't having that type of terms and conditions, and now they're telling me that I'm violating them. How is that possible? Because they have changed the terms and conditions in the past 2 years. Third tip I have for you, which I have personally noticed in my life with my own business journey, is like, if you are starting with any online marketplace, please take a look at their customer support as being a seller on their platform. Like, I love the Zazzle customer support for the designer selling on the platform. They do reply. I love the support on the Creative Fabrica. But when my Redbubble account was suspended, I was sending them a lot of the emails, but I didn't get a reply for my single email on the Redbubble, because they have the robots on their platform. They are actually have the robots and have all that machine is actually working on the platform, not a real people. So if something happens, you are out of the corner, you are not getting the necessary support or help which you needed. So make sure whenever you are signing for any marketplace, please take a look at their customer support. Maybe send them a message, maybe talk to them before actually signing on their platform, so you are 100% sure that you are getting a good customer support. If something happen in the future, you are on the safe place. Please do that. With that being said, the fourth tip I have for you is to actually always sell your own creations. Yes, of course you can get the cool designs, KDP interiors from anywhere in the online space, commercial license, and you can sell them on the KDP or wherever you want to sell, but please try to create your own version. Now I know that this may seem counterintuitive, because if you're not a designer and artist and you don't know how to create a one, you would be thinking, I don't know how to create a one, I can go with the Canva or the Vista Create or something like that. You can go with that, but please try to actually modify the designs or the KDP interiors that you're downloading from any other online marketplace. Okay, if you're downloading the KDP interior from the Creative Fabrica, please modify them, because you don't know how many people have actually been downloaded that same KDP interior from the Creative Fabrica. Please actually modify them in a way that it is not at all actually related with the original work of that particular designer. And only sell them. Don't sell the copies as like that only, even if you're getting a full print on demand license, which you are getting on the Creative Fabrica, because many people have downloaded that particular art and they are actually selling like that only. And if you're selling them like that only, you might get the copyright, because the way these companies or these brands work is the person who actually uploaded the product firstly on these marketplaces will going to have a copyright for that particular stuff. And if you are uploading after that, then you are violating the copyright, because someone has already uploaded it in the past and now you are uploading. That means you are actually copying that particular person, even if you are not copying them. But these marketplaces take that thing in that way. It happened with me on the Udemy. I've been selling my courses on the Udemy. So in the beginning, when I was completely new to the online space, I had no idea about the copyright and trademark. I was started selling on the Udemy, and one of the courses, I just took a little bit of the language from the other course. I didn't copy them, okay? I didn't copy anything. I didn't copy the lectures. I didn't copy the text or course or anything. But I just want the heading, because I wasn't sure what heading or what kind of title I want to use for my own course. So I just take a little bit idea from the course that people are already selling, and I just used one or two terms in that course title for that particular course, because I was having no idea. And instantly I got an email from the Udemy stating that I actually used the words in my title that is being a copyright for other course creator. And I was like, wow, I didn't really know that. Like, two words I'm taking from that particular title are copyrights. I don't know that. So I actually go forward and I deleted the course and make changes and all that stuff. So please guys, try to modify or change completely the stuff that you're getting from the online space, so that you are not hitting the copyright issue. Because nowadays there is a big silver lining between the copyright and the trademark, and we never know which is copyright, which is trademark. Like, I sometimes don't even know that this is something a copyright until we actually search on the Google about it and find some sources about it actually already being published related to that specific stuff. Like, personally, I find some of the codes that are selling in the online space on the print on demand marketplace are copyrights. Like, I was coming across one that particular book, and I was thinking that I really like the code of that particular book and I want to use that code for my design. But then I thought that let's do a copyright check, and I found that that particular code was a trademark for that book. And I was like, wow, like, we don't know about it whether it's a copyright or trademark, because no one is telling us. There is no such a Bible, or there is no such a book out there, or an encyclopedia out there, or a Wikipedia out there, or a Google out there who will actually going to tell us that, hey, this particular thing is in a copyright, don't use it, okay? Until you actually go on the Google and do an entire research, then only you're gonna able to know whether it's copyright or trademark. So please don't take the things as it is, modify them, change them completely. It's real important. Last tip I have for you is, if you ever felt like your account has been terminated and that was your major income source, whether it's on Redbubble or Teepublic or even on the Amazon Kindle, then you can very well contact the attorney or lawyer to help you with that particular legal stuff, because oftentimes this legal stuff are way more confusing and we don't know which legal stuff actually being placed in which country, because every country has their own rules and stuffs and regulations, which is kind of like a lot if you're actually going to details. So hire a lawyer to help you with the stuff if you feel like your account is being terminated and you are making a lot of the money from that account. So hire a lawyer and talk to the legal department of that particular company to resolve the issue if you feel like any issue has been arising. Away from this videos, guys, focus on building your own personal branding. Okay, apart from selling on these marketplaces, try to focus more on building your own personal brand. So if anything happens to that particular online marketplace in the future, even if the marketplace go out of the corner and you don't know where it's gone, or your shop is banned or terminated, you still have your personal branding, you still have your online business in a good shape, and you are making money by that, and you are not out of the business. That is my huge big takeaway from this particular story and this entire video. And I'm gonna be focusing more on the personal branding videos in the upcoming future videos, because I want to help you guys to focus more on your personal branding, because I am in the beginner stage of my own personal branding, and I see getting the sales and people recognizing by my own brand. So I could help you getting started with that. So that's it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you find it useful. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you want more such videos, or any video requests are really welcome. Thank you so much for joining, and we're gonna see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye, guys.